patriots, I come to you today to let you know that your government cannot overpower you, and that you as the people hold your own fate and your way of life in the palm of your hand. You are under the ever-watchful eye of an increasingly tyrannical government, but within that government lies patriots just like you. And for fear of retaliation of that very government and for the safety of my family, I am forced to cover my face like a common criminal, like a coward. I've been told that my thoughts are traitorous and my actions un-American. Why? Because I support the people? Because I support the Constitution? I am here today to say that those of you that are asleep, that you are the traitor. You that stand idly by as our freedoms are slowly stripped from us are the un-American. I ask civilians on the street if they are aware of the form of government that this United States was founded on. Almost every one of them proudly stated democracy. Why, we spread democracy across the world, I heard. Tell me if this sounds familiar. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. How did we get so far from our roots? And while I'm on pledges, many of you might have seen the YouTube video produced by Harpo Productions, where dozens of celebrities pledged to be a servant to our president, mankind. A servant to our president? The last time I checked, our president was a servant to the people. And I pledge no allegiance to any man. I pledge that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, both foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, so help me God. That's what I pledge. And that's the pledge that every U.S. service member and every American should make. The Second Amendment, written December 15, 1791, states, "A well-regulated militia, being necessary for the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." Shall not be infringed. I consider any law that affects my right to keep and bear arms as an infringement on that right. To you lawmakers out there, go ahead and try again to push past the Blair Holtz H.R. 45 bill. And we will use every avenue of peaceful resolve that we have. But push our backs against the wall, and we will push back. Next is the 10th Amendment. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states, respectively, or to the people. So all of these laws that the government passes, like you having to give your child a shot known to cause autism before your child can attend public school, the restrictions on homeschooling, the banning of medicines that help people, gun control being referred to the committee right now as I speak, the suspension of habeas corpus, so many unconstitutional laws that 9 states have already declared sovereignty from the United States government, and it's expected that over 20 will follow. Let this serve as notice and demand to the federal government as our agents to cease and desist, effective immediately, mandates that are beyond the scope of these constitutionally delegated powers. That's passion, that's conviction, dedication, and they're not alone. We, the American patriots, are tired of standing idly by. This is a call to arms. Support the sovereignty of your state. Reclaim your freedom. Write your senators. Write your congressmen. Write your state representatives. For you, the American citizens, are asleep. There's something going on around you. And if you can't see it, it is only because you are so self-absorbed in your trinkets and your cell phones and your video games and corporate jobs. There's a revolution brewing under the surface of your country, and you don't even know it. If I ask you if you're awake and you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to start searching for information. You need to read your Constitution. You need to know your rights. Look up what started the first revolution. Do some research on your monetary system. Keyword, the Federal Reserve. Ask yourself one simple question. Do I want to be free? Or do I just ask for a protective master to watch over me? The time for you to make that choice is at hand. The enemies of the Constitution are not far away in some distant desert. They're found right here on our own soil. We have become complacent. We have allowed the tyrants to take over this country, and we have no one to blame but ourselves. The time is now. We must rise up together as one voice and resist while we still have the ability to resist. I know many of you are afraid of the government. You wonder, how can you fight something as strong as the U.S. military? I ask you this question: who is it that's behind those rifles that you fear? They are your sons, your daughters, your mothers, and your fathers. They are American citizens just like you. And let me assure you that there is a resistance within the military. They will not be silent, they will not obey, and will not allow the American people to be harmed and their rights taken away in any manner. They will not disarm the American people during martial law. And let me assure you, patriots, that they will die fighting their brothers in arms, but they will not fight their countrymen, and their lives they will stake on it. Patriots, the time is at hand. If the government pushes us into a corner, then I wish you well, for the fight that lies before us will be the toughest thing our generations will ever have to endure. Your grandchildren's grandchildren will read about how you fought for their freedoms. I can only hope that they will not be as foolish as we were to allow our government to ever do this again. Patriots, I will leave you with something that should echo in your thoughts from this day forward. When the people fear the government, it is tyranny. When the government fears the people, that is liberty. Where do you think we are right now? Stand up and remember, when the revolution begins, I will be the citizen marching beside you.